the extraneous solutions, and we have these questions, which is x to the root x minus 10 root x, which is equals to 9, and we have to find x minus root x, which is equals to question mark. So we have to find what is the x minus root x to be equals to question mark. So now for solution, let's get started here for solution. We have, let's take this first equation, because this first the very same radical equation will make us to find x minus root x, in which we're going to say x root x minus 10 root x to be equals to 9. For you to find such a radical equation, what we have to do, provide squared both sides, in which here you are going to have this term like a minus b squared, in which it will be equals to a minus b, then a minus b. So we're going to do the same thing here, in which it will be x root x minus 10 root x in the bracket, then open bracket, x root x minus 10 root x, which will be equals to 9 squared, it is 81, right? Then here, x root x multiplied by x root x. This is a in third form. Whenever you're having this term like root a multiplied by root a third, if you remember very well, when you multiply root a multiplied by root a, the outcome it will be a. So we're going to do the same thing here, in which here we'll be having x times x, which is x squared. So we're going to have x squared, then open bracket, then when you multiply root x multiplied by root x, you are going to have x, in which we are going to have x, then root x multiplied by minus 10 root x, we are going to have minus 10 root x multiplied by x root x, right? Then root minus 10 root x multiplied by x root x, you are going to have minus 10 root x multiplied by x root x, then minus 10 root x multiplied by minus 10 root x, you are going to have plus 100 x, which should be equals to 81, right? In which here x squared multiplied by x, we're going to have x cubed minus minus 10 root x minus 10 root x, you're going to have first let's deal with what we have here, minus 10 root x multiplied by x root x, in which root x multiplied by root x, like I said, you're going to have x, then multiplied by this x here, you're going to have minus 10 x squared, right? Even here is the same thing. Minus 10 root x multiplied by x root x, you're going to have minus 10 x squared, right? In which here you have plus 100, right? You have plus 100 x, then when 81 approaches the equal sign, you're going to have minus 81, which is equals to 0. And this is a kind of polynomial equation in which you are going to look for, if you look for any number and you plug it here, let's say if x is equals to 1, is it going to be 0? When you plug 1 into this equation which we're having here, the outcome won't be 1. So 1, x cannot be 1. Let me say x cannot be plus or minus 1. So what we have to do here we have x cubed minus 10x squared minus 10x squared. You're going to have minus 20x squared, then plus 100x minus 81, which is equals to 0, right? Then here, because mathematics, you do what comes into your mind. Let's say, what two numbers, if we add them, it will give us 20. So we can say x cubed minus x minus 19x squared, right? Minus x squared minus 19x squared, you're going to have minus 20, right? Then here plus, even in this one, we can say 19x plus 81, you're going to have 100x, then minus 81 here, which is equals to 0, right? I hope you're following me. Then here, we can factor out now. Here, what is common? It is x squared. So x squared outside, then open bracket, x squared into x cubed, you're going to have x minus 1. Then even here, we can factor out what is common. It is minus 19x, right? Minus 19x, then minus 19x into minus 19x squared, you're going to remain with the x. Then minus 19x into positive 19, you're going to have minus 1. Then here, what's common? It is plus 81, right? Then it is 81. Then 81 into 81x, you're going to have x minus 81 into minus 81, you're going to have 1, which is equals to 0. If you can see, we have the term which are common here. X minus 1, x minus 1, x minus 1. So we can factor out this term here. We can say minus x minus 1 in the bracket, then open square bracket. Then you can take, this is a quadratic equation. We have x squared minus 19x, then plus 81, which should be equals to 0, right? And remember, x minus 1 cannot be a solution because, like I said here, x cannot be equals to positive or minus 1. So now we are going to deal with only this quadratic equation which we have here, in which let's try to create a space here. A quadratic equation, it is x squared minus 19x plus 81 should be equals to 0, right? Then let's use a quadratic formula for us to solve this question, in which it will be x equals minus b plus or minus the root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a, right? Then this is our a, b, c. So we can substitute now. We have x equals, where there's b, we have minus c, minus 19, and this negative, it will be positive, so it will be 19 plus or minus the root of b squared. Here we have minus 19 squared minus minus 4 times a, which is 1, then c, which is 81, right? Then let's try to create a space here. Then over 2, right? In which here x, it will be equals to 19 plus or minus the root of 19 times 19, we are going to have 361, then minus 4 times 81, 4 times 1, which is 4, 4 times the 8, which is 32, so we are going to have 324, then over 2, right? Then x, it will be equals to 19 plus or minus 361 minus minus 24, 361 minus 324, right? Then here which is 7, then 5 minus 2, which is 3, so you're going to have 87 over 2, right? Then since x, we have found that x, it is equals to plus or minus let me say equals 19 plus or minus the root of 87 over 2, right? And remember, in our equation we had this situation here, which is x root x minus 10 root x to be equals to 9, and x minus root x to be equals to question mark, because we're looking for this term x minus root x. So we have to take this term. For here, we're only considering the positive part, not a negative. So in which it will be for the positive part, it will be 19. Let me say 19 plus the root of 34 over 2, then minus the root of here we have the first root and this root which we have here, which is 19 plus root 37, right, over 2. In which here it will be 19 plus root 34 over 2 minus here what we can do, we can multiply it on top by 2, even down by 2, in which you're going to have root of, you're going to have a root of 19, then 19 times 2, it is 38. You multiply by 2 on top and down, which is 38, right? Then 2 times root 37, you're going to have plus 2 root 37 over 4, right? Then here you're going to have 19 plus root 37 over 2. Then here, this square root here, it is even at 4. So what we can say, you're going to look for two numbers in which when you multiply, it will give you 37. When you add, to give us this 88. So we're going to say plus 1, because if you add 38 plus 37 plus 1, which is 38, then when you when you multiply 37 times 1, you're going to have 37, right? In which here you're going to take only, because remember, whenever you're having a plus b squared, you're going to have a squared plus 2ab, right? 2ab then plus 1. This is the same thing which we're having here. So we are going to make sure that this term, it is back in this term here, right? Then the square root of 4, it is 2. So here we are going to have a minus the root of the root of 37 plus 1, the square root squared, right? Then over 2, because the square root of 4, it is 2, right? In which here what we are going to have, it is 19 over 2, right? Then minus these 2 and these 2 goes, so remain with it. Here we have a root, or we have a root of 37, right? We have a root of 37, in which here this squared and the root goes, so we remain with the square root of 37 plus 1. So we have the square root of 87 plus 1 over 2, right? Then even here, I forgot, here we have 19 plus root of 87 minus root 37 plus 1 over, because the common denominator is same, so we're going to say over 2, which should be equals to this square root and this square root of 37 goes, because we have positive 32 and negative 32, in which we remain with 19 plus 1. So we have 19 plus 1 over 2, which should be equals to 18 over 2, which is equals to 9. From this same question here, we have found that we have proved that x should be equals to 9. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so the next time you may see the new update. Thank you, because this is our answer for the this same question here.